Hey, welcome to Zach's Tech Turf. Before getting into this video, I want to tell you guys that this is seriously the coolest thing I've ever reviewed on Zach's Tech Turf. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Divoom TimeBox Mini. Let's get into it. So before you think I'm overreacting about how cool this speaker is, I'm going to give you a brief overview. The Divoom TimeBox Mini is a newer but smaller version of the original TimeBox. At the time of this video, the Mini sells for $40 to $50 on Amazon. It's a Bluetooth speaker that's rocking a 5-watt 2-inch driver, and the sound quality is actually better than I expected. But honestly, this thing didn't even have to be a speaker and I would still love it, but we'll get into the sound quality in just a bit. There are seriously too many features that this thing can do, so I'll briefly talk about my favorites. The first one is obvious. It's a pixel art creator and you can make whatever you want with this thing. Using the TimeBox app, you can use the 121 full RGB LEDs to create whatever you want, and it's extremely addicting. And for you non-artists out there like me, there are a ton of pictures that you can download from other people right inside the app. Here are my favorites: Mario, Master Chief, classic Game Boy, Nike, and a Pokeball. On top of that, you can also animate your pictures. You can manually draw each picture in the animation, then choose how fast you want it to move. Like the pictures, you can use other user-created animations from the cloud. Here are my favorites for that: water bottle flip challenge and then a dab. That classic game that I can't remember what it's called, a dancing tree, the Fallout Vault Boy, and drinking beer. Alright, so if you're not sold on just the pixel art, let's move on to the other cool stuff. The first one that I like is the 30+ built-in sleep aids. Inside the app under sleep time, you'll be able to select which preset you want and listen to the very soothing sounds to help you fall asleep. Another feature that I really like is the social media notifications. You can set the TimeBox Mini to show an icon for whatever notification you receive, such as a text, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. It's really cool if you have this on your desk and get a notification. I'm in love with it. And the next feature I personally haven't used yet, but it looks amazing. It's called Pixel Chat, and if someone else has a TimeBox, you can send pixel art back and forth from each other. Now, although I love Divoom for sending this over for a review, I can't test this feature because I only have one unit. I would need two to test it out. And finally, there are a few games included in the app like the Dice Roll, Magic 8 Ball, and a Race Car Endless Runner. I didn't mess around with these too much, but it's pretty dope that they're included. And finally, I want to talk about the sound quality because at the end of the day, this is a Bluetooth speaker. Like usual, this audio is going to my microphone, compressed into Adobe Premiere, and then outputted to YouTube, so take this with a grain of salt.
Yeah, hey, I'm from Mom Castle. Got it ground like gravel. Come back around like lasso. Micro, macro. Getting born in the state of Mississippi. Papa was a copper and mama was a hippie. In Alabama, she was swinging a hammer. Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times. Come together right now over me.
As you can hopefully tell by the time it gets to your speakers, the sound quality is actually way better than I expected it to be. The vocals are ridiculously clear and the bass is super punchy. It's not a deep bass, it's more of a quick punch and get out of there kind of thing, but in my opinion, heavy bass songs still sounded great and I enjoyed it. The volume could only get up to about 65 to 70% before it started getting a little distorted, but I don't think that anyone's expecting this little guy to bump an entire house party or anything. And for some quick technical features, the battery is rated for 10 hours of playback time, but it definitely depends on what's in the screen. For example, if you're constantly running an animation, the battery's gonna obviously die way sooner. Yeah, like that. The TimeBox Mini charges with an included micro USB cable, and there's also an auxiliary input if you don't want to go the Bluetooth route. Well, that wraps up my review of the Divoom TimeBox Mini, aka my favorite speaker on the entire planet right now. Just so you guys know, I'm going to be putting this thing in a lot of my future photos and videos, FYI. There were a ton of other features that I didn't even get to, so if you're interested, make sure you check out the link in the description down below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel, and as always, thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos.